Hello, hello. It's been a while. The base has been running, but nobody has really been playing lately. See, I unlocked in yesterday. I don't know, 3 days ago. It's not looking too good. Nevertheless, the base keeps grinding. They've been getting more situated in UMV. The ballroom balling or bobbling. Well, at this point, it's autonomously balling. Yeah, I noticed that we really need more UMV circuits. I've been getting the quantum force transformer going. Space-time rippers. But this takes so many UMV circuits, and I calculated it would take about 40 hours to make all of these with our existing infra. I'm gonna be upgrading the AEL support for that. I already pre-crafted the laser hatches for that. Here. That should make our circuits about 100 times faster. And, well, I also did some dev. Somebody probably noticed it, but we have a new fuel. Mark 6. This thing is so damn expensive to make. It needs molten Shirabon. But this also makes, oh, I can barely see that, but it's a 2 billion EU base. So that's what I spent about a few days ago, spent a few days doing, coming up with the recipes and the values. So in theory, we could be using NAC fuel until I have harmonies now fairly reliably. Hopefully we will be able to solve our energy problems, because we have been mostly struggling on power. That's the main limit on how fast we can go. So that's also why I haven't been playing that much, because we're just limited by power so much. I've only gotten delayed. ZPM was expensive about the Max 6 fuel. Well, of course, the Mark 5 on its own is pretty expensive, of course. That's a normal NAC fuel. Astral Titanium, that's not too bad, but you pretty much need the plasma fuel chain for this. Make it in large amounts. Titanium you can mine from the deep dark, but the main thing is this Shirabon here. Because the only way to get Shirabon is using the DTPF. So you need metastable organism, which needs a large amount of Mark 4 or 5 compacts, and you need space-time and a lot of DTPF. So I calculated if you want to run the refinery at all times, you need something like 20 DTPFs only doing Shirabon. So yeah, that's why it's mega expensive. Because space-time also needs its own DTPFs, then you need the DTPF for Hypogen and Infinity, so you need 4 different DTPFs in the correct ratios to run the Shirabon. But there's also a buff. Let's see. Here you can see maybe that we have 2 new fluids. We can use tachyon-rich temporal fluids for a huge 80% boost compared to cryothium. And you can also use specially enlarged fluids for 4 times the power. So with all the buffs using Mark 6 fuel, a single large NAC reactor can do 660 billion EU, which is 2 times the Dyson. So that should be enough to get the Eye of Harmonies. I'm going to have 40 DTPS just for making fuel. Well, the numbers assume that you don't overclock at all. Of course, it will be overclocking once or twice. So more maybe 10 DTPS is realistic. But yeah, this should mean NAC fuel is actually viable now, even after it might be even more scalable than the Dysons, because there happens to be a nice little QFT recipe. You need Eternity for this, so basically you need a tier 7 Eye of Harmony, but you can make Shirabon super easily after that. So this might allow you to actually scale the Mark 6 NAC fuel in super late game, even further than Dysons can. Fuck are those materials? Well, Tesseract, that's pretty common. Chronic Singularity is Eternity. So Eternity is... what even is Eternity? I don't even know. Yeah, Eye of Harmony stuff. I have no idea what this thing is. It's a loop. Yeah, I think you have to do the bad recipe once. Let's see. Yeah, you need to do this recipe once to get the 1 Chronic Singularity, then you can do this. But yeah, that's not relevant yet. It might also be that because we're not playing that much, Colin is already reworking the Eye of Harmonies. So it might turn out that we're gonna start or delay making IF harmonies until they are reworked, so we don't have to like redo everything at the midpoint. But yeah, let's see. So I already mostly set up the S-lines. They're all everything here. So I just need to hook up the wireless, and then I have to hook up the power, and then we should be able to get some quick circuits. If harmony rework sounds good, they are seem very silly. Yeah, there's also apparently there's like a Chinese thing on using the IF harmony where you wrench the controller when the recipe starts because it dumps the energy on recipe start instead of end. So you can cycle it multiple times using that, and that makes like 1 quadrillion EU per tick with a single IF harmony. It sounds completely broken. Do these have do more than one recipe at a time? Currently, they do not. But that is mostly because they have variable voltage tiers. Some of them are UHV, some of them are UEV, UIV, and so on. But eventually, when we can make all of them the same tier, then I'm going to be switching them all to universal. But the automation does support like any number of recipes. Is this a Star Wars mod? No, this is a Minecraft mod. It's an expert pack for, well, it makes the game really long and makes the numbers go after the billions. Quite unique, but no, it's not related to Star Wars in any way. It's a block. There are also bottleneck on some crafts that I kind of have to upgrade, like compressors are the biggest one I think right now. And we're also bottlenecked by polarizers. Oh, also, I didn't show this anywhere, but we made the UMV compass yesterday. Because I did the math, and you actually, making 43 of these takes 960 circuits. But making the tier 4 QFT takes over 4,000 circuits, so you save circuits by making the UMV compass first. That's still kind of funny. A more real description of New Horizons makes the game very long. Well, that's the simplified version of what New Horizons does, right? This is also missing a block. That's the sources. Now let's turn this on. The battery is charging. Overall, the primary thing that's like keeping us from going faster is infinity, which is like primarily guided by energy. And I haven't really had the motivation to do Mark 5 NAC fuel because I would have to scale Xenoxene. I really don't want to do Xenoxene, so I've been just waiting to make the Mark 4 QFT, which allows me to straight up skip the entire Xenoxene chain. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have the tier 4 QFT and I can actually start making Mark 5 and possibly even Mark 6 NAC fuel. After we get those, I can actually start doing loads of infra. But the battery has been like fluctuating between 0.05 and 0.5. At this point, we should be up into like 20% if you have Dysons. So actual definitely does slow you down as you cannot just print out more energy. Alright, this should be charging, but I think I'm missing paints from the, yeah, okay. Much buffer is going to be stuck in this 80s. It's not actually that bad. It's like what, 13 trillion each? So like half a quadrillion. Not that bad. Since are entirely reasonable. Well, if you look at the Mark 6 NAC fuel, Dyson is actually started looking kind of weak. If you have all the buffs and all the like supply chains for running a Mark 6 refinery continuously, it does something like 7.5 trillion EU per tick, which is kind of insane. Like 16 Dysons worth. Dyson is also indicated at UIV, while the Mark 6 Axial with the better recipe would be UXV. So it should be better than Dyson's. But Dyson's will always win because of the simplicity. At least until I rework it. That hasn't really been going well either. I bought Armored Core 6 and I've been just grinding that for the past 2 days. Not great for my dev efforts. How many passive DPF do you need to run 16 Dysons? That would be whole 0. You could run 16 Dysons with UV base pretty easily. They have no running cost. It's actually ridiculous. They need a few replacement solars. They do, but the solars are also super cheap, and they use one every hour. So, Lacto 260 implemented in this table. Yes, it was merged because Bobo also doesn't really like Dyson meta, so he kind of allowed me to bypass the feature freeze with the Naxial, so we get a stable where you have a choice in endgame instead of having to do the Dysons. But yes, Naxial Mark 6 will be unstable, and also the tier 1 and tier 2 Naxials were buffed, and they're actually really good now. A single tier 2 fusion reactor doing Mark 1 Naxial is 30 million EU per tick, while on Helium Plasma it's less than 3. So if you want to invest in Naxial, you can already start it on CPM, which is really nice in my opinion. Alright, that's the power. Now I need to get the data sticks. For instance, how do Dyson and Tier 6 NAC compare to octuple compressed solars? One octuple is 600 million, I think, so you need 50 of them to match one Dyson. So it's not really comparable. It's also octuple compressed solars are what UIV as well. So you would need about 1,000 of them if you wanted to power endgame base, which is not really realistic. Am I making more UMV circuits? No. Oh wait, my HF is finished as well. Yeah, let me actually hook this up real quick. I need dynamo hatch first. Don't tell me this also needs UMV circuits. It does. That's gonna be 4 minutes. Oh no. I gotta start this. Oh crap. Okay. Data sticks can wait, I guess. I fill up before nonoplan top compressed. It's unlikely. They are even more dumb than Dyson when you try to scale them like that because they use nothing but low tier materials for the most part. That just increases spam even further. So all of these are, I believe, not connected right now. Yeah, I disconnect them all because I wanted all of our S lines to use these UXV S lines here. There's gonna be 4 minutes before I can take the data stick away. That gives me ample time to rewire this stuff. Ah, nice. This cable is already infinity, so I need just a bit more. I am free to just straight up connect these, as this is UEV, so they won't blow up or anything. Oh, shit. Do power pad? Oh, not power pad, but go off. Actually, this cable might still be running UHV voltage. We never upgraded the power delivery here. Crazy. I'm gonna use wireless hatches at some point. Well, if I'm the only one playing, then no. If Rubix and Lin ever come back, then probably yes. I really dislike wireless energy as a mechanic. Just like a pop out. Like, I understand why it exists because it's much more TPS friendly, but I feel like it just takes away a layer of the game. And I don't like dumbing down the thing. Active players are to the left. Well, I'm the most active. Delano hops in every now and then, although we haven't really had many things to build lately, and he's been grinding out of exile, so hasn't been playing that much. Adam sometimes hop in if we need help, but doesn't really actively play. Rubix and Lin haven't been here for 2 weeks, and I think Lin is playing Genshin while Rubix is busy with his university. Phineas is also grinding his own Stargate and also busy with university, so I haven't been seeing him. And the rest haven't really been active for a month or more, so I don't know what they're doing. So yeah, it's looking pretty bad. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna break any Stargate speed records at this rate. I think the current record is 125 days, and we will have less than 50 days to do that. It's not happening when we don't have players. I'm still thinking of doing a Balance Factorio. Yes, I am. That assumes Rubix and Lin don't disappear off the face of the earth. Right. And hook this back up. This is also turned off. Right. My dynamo finish yet? Did not. Ah, yes, 4 minutes. How long? I have a feeling this server isn't running at 20 TPS. It might be because the B run is holding their open house. And that server usually isn't online, so it might be dragging down our TPS. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Wait a look. Actually, I need to do it here. Yeah, the servers is online, nobody in there. Oh well, TPS will become better soon. Actually, double check the CPU. I'm not server. Sensors. Yeah, CPU is pretty hot at 73%, so it might be throttling a little bit. Possibly. Our turn to sabotage. I actually tried it at some point. I disabled every single server on the cluster, and the TPS went to 30 or the static time. So they do influence each other quite a lot at this amount of utilization. Yeah, cloud servers is using like 200%. Cloud didn't play for a long time, so that's also a bit annoying. Might have to kick him out because he's actually not even paying for the server. See. Okay, this is almost done. I can do the data sticks now. I guess I can actually replace the cable while I'm waiting for the craft. How close are you guys to Eye of Harmony? Well, we could make it like in a few days if we wanted to, but I don't really want to like rush it. We still have loads of info we have to upgrade. Actually, make it like quick. And also, I'm kind of hoping we can stall it enough until it's reworked. Colin has been working on it daily, so it shouldn't be that far away. And we could also test it really nicely, because I'm sure he will need testing for it. Dyson power spam when? Absolutely never. Have we learned nothing? We don't need to do Dysons anymore. We have Mark 6 in Fuel, which is better than Dyson. My Dynamo is ready. And also need some K6. That's gonna... Ah, shit. The data banks are gonna turn off. Where the Mark 5 and Mark 6 actuals added in most recent update? No, Mark 5 has been here forever. We just never did that because it's a bit annoying getting enough radox without QFT. But Mark 6 was added by me like 2 days ago. It should have power failed. Yeah, Mark 6 is quite an upgrade from Mark 5. Like it does more power than a Dyson does. The rework, it would be cool that Dyson is between UMV and Eye of Harmony, so it's in the next show. I already have all the mechanics for the rework. I just haven't coded them, and it will be like a multi-tier thing where it starts at UH3 and it will end at UXV, so you can like gradually build it up. So actually, it might turn out that actually, yeah. So the numbers say that in late UMV you can do roughly 5.4 trillion Ubertick with the Dyson, which is less than a single refinery can do on actual. So you might actually have to either wait a long time with the limited energy you get from the Dyson, or you have to do NAC fuel if you want to scale it a bit further before Eye of Harmonies. It turned out really nice. Tiers, I think are the GregTech tiers, or what tier we are in. I have not updated Nightbot in weeks. It's probably still since we're like early UMV, although I would say we're like mid UMV now, or maybe even late. Probably not late. Late UMV is Eye of Harmony territory. Right, do we have power here? We do. Okay, so we can hook this back up, and then we can go back to the AALs. Oh man, I enjoyed my better FPS when I wasn't streaming. Yeah, it actually drops my FPS like 10. Rough. Right. We have 28 UXV S lines now. So that should make UXV circuits not completely glacially slow. We still have to do this. So what was I missing here still? I think I don't need anything but the wireless connectors. Have powers. Oh wait, right, the data sticks. I was supposed to be doing. I got distracted. Right, so UMV control. Oh, the circuit name. Oh, circuit. Ah, yes, thank you. Never gets old. uh, I also have to retrofit all the S lines at some point to use the data bank, so we can make them truly universal. Right now, they don't even have data hatch. So. Also, I already planned with Delanos that we're gonna probably rework the entire Nactual area, because the existing thing is a mess, and it's also my first time doing Nactual, so I had no idea what I was doing. We'll be making a thing around here, like kind of like a oil refinery kind of thing, like a port area, where I'm hoping to make at least 4 trillion Ubertick with Nactual, just to kind of stress test what the Mark 6 can do. And 4 trillion might actually prove out to be like a low number, we'll see. I should probably update it here, the thing. We've been in early UMV for like at least a week now. I would say we are mid UMV now that we have the UMV compass as well to make all the components cheaper. The here, what did I say? I guess I'll say mid UMV here. Go. Right. Now the wireless. That's way too low. I don't like how the new wireless connectors look, and you can color them. They're much better than the old ones. Let's double check that we have all the connections. They should all be saying 32. In 16, in 16. Yeah, I got all of them. And we need a pattern. Then we can test this thing. So this thing has a total of 12 inputs. Yep. Nothing more the same, so don't need to rename anything. Give me the mainframe. Oh, there you go. So we need to multiply by the 12 times 32, 364. That's the same as the opticals. So that's actually pretty nice. It means 2 optical crafts makes exactly 1 Pico craft. .4 million multiple solder. Oof. We still haven't upgraded our UU Meta infra. I have to do that at some point. I'll become a bottleneck very soon. Well, that's a lot of transcendent metal. Damn. The only therapy on the circuits? Yes, indeed, it is. Same thing for the UMV circuits. You only have one, and it's made out of UIV. But the exotic line is being worked on, which will replace the UMV circuit. Right, now I was trying to figure out how the hell do I'm on the wrong floor. How do I get channels at the top area here? I think I might have to use a wireless. See, because this thing here is already filled with 8 channels. Probably easiest to just have a wireless link and a cheat here. Though I hate doing this. How do I get up? Me and the boys have possibly more complicated but easier to expand setup for what you did. Are you referring to the universal automation? Or what? Easier to expand, huh? How would it be easier to expand than what I've done? It's super easy already. Or like here maybe it would work. Right. Nice missing channel. Really not for long. See some screenies. Sure, I can take a look. Actually, wait. I'm not actually could post them in my Discord maybe. I'm actually not sure if Night prevents links. See. I know how to operate this damn thing. And protection. Okay, yeah. Links can be posted, so you can just post them in chat. Alright, let's see if this thing works. We 1 Pico circuit. We should have everything. Yep. So it should straight up go in here. And I forgot to swap the. Okay, I can fix this. Initial channel. Let me take a look. So I assume. So this is the drive, I assume. I/O port. The I/O port for here. Why is there a trans vector? What the hell? What's the trans vector for? I'm gonna need some explanations here because this looks. I don't see why this would be better in any way, or like what's different here? Why is it more expandable? Which part of it is more expandable? Just stack them on top of each other and you don't need 300 quadrillion drives. What do you mean you don't need 300 quadrillion drives? You still seem to have the similar 1 MHz per machine setup. So how would you not need drives? Oh no. This might. I might have to juggle this manually. Oh boy. Please come out in the same order as you went in. Drives instantly recycled to the I/O port. Oh, huh. If that's the case, that seems not very good because then you cannot like reserve one pattern for when it's being processed. So you can might end up dumping everything into a single machine. Right now, did you turn on? No. This probably means dumps them in the wrong. Yeah, these are definitely in the wrong order. So I'm gonna have to manually shuffle a little bit. Oops. All right, let's do this in order. Oh wait. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. We have to like keep jumping like this. Okay, so ICO wafers are number 2. Bolts are second to last, so they'll be here. And then of metal. Oil is last. No, here. All of them went in the wrong order. Oof. Mainframes, they go third. SMDs, blue ones, they are over here. That I think was the last one, yeah. I just need to get these 3 white SMDs. Go here. Wafers go. Oh no, don't tell me I screwed this up. I think I'm still on track. Okay. Now we can fill this in order. Empties the circuit. Are you telling me you have pattern in the circuit? Oh god. That. I mean, yeah, I guess that works. But that's gonna be a lot of LV circuits. Like upwards of like at least 10 million LV circuits for large crafts. Unless your pattern sizes are ridiculously large. Yeah, I guess that could work. But I don't know, like, okay, yeah, it makes it more expandable because you don't have to worry about making the cells for the thing. But the thing is, then you have to manually add the circuit in every single pattern you make, which is in a large multiplayer setting more annoying than to spending the extra time setting up the automation, in my opinion. One circuit pattern regardless of multiplier, yes. So you would need one circuit at least, but like, do you really want to have 1 million thing on everything? Like if you have, let's say superconductors, you don't really want to have too high of a thing for it because it takes a long time. So you want to get crafting before you have like 1 million pumps ready. So that means you would also need loads of superconductors. So you would need at least like 1,000 circuit 9s. I don't know. Because you cannot reuse them as well, like unless you start a new craft. I mean, it definitely works, but I don't know if the advantage of like slightly easier expandability is worth it. Because I don't really consider setup cost myself because, well, I like doing complex setups. Of course, like the easier it is to scale, the like more widespread it can become more easily. Also, this should have turned on. Why did you not double check? Okay, why are you not turning on? Oh. Oh, okay. Nice progress. Progress is slow, but steady. We're mostly power limited right now, which we should be able to fix very soon. Right now I'm just getting faster UMV circuits so we can make the tier 4 QFT a bit easier. And with tier 4 QFT we can really make Mark 5 in actual. So that should give us like 5 times more power. And then we can use that to make Mark 6 in actual to get a few trillion hopefully. Yeah, progress is slow because people aren't really playing. Right, please turn on. Otherwise, okay, that turned on. Good, good, very good. Let's see. That's 10 seconds per circuit. Let's do some quick math so we can compare how fast we are. So at full speed, this would be 10 seconds per circuit divided by 32. So 3 circuits per second. And we used to be at 250 divided by 12 circuits. Okay. So this thing is 67 times faster than what we used to have. So the 24-hour craft should take like 15 minutes now. Sweet. Playing with the latest PR of NAC. Well, not yet. We can't really afford making sure about the amounts we need to make Mark 6. But I will be playing with it soon as we get the Mark 5 going. Also, why is only half of them going? Wait. The fluid go badly or something? All of them should be running right now. I'm not sure what screwed up here. Don't tell me it's fluids. It might be the fluids. There's no fluid in here. Device missing channel. Oh no. Why are you missing channels? I'm gonna have to manually flush the fluids. Yeah. These all seem to be fine. Okay, so it looks to be just the front, the first row. These all have channels. Oh wait, no, never mind, they don't. Feels like the controller here isn't really like transmitting channels properly. Okay, all of this should be 11, but it's 11, 5, 11, 5, 11, 5. So something is screwed up here. Oh. Come on. Forgot the cable anchors. Unfortunate. How many compounds do you have making soldering? Oh right, I don't think I set that up on stream. I made, how many was it? At 6, yeah. 6 gem plants right now, making soldering passively at all times. But they are about to become obsolete anyways because we get the QFT. Also, the 6 is barely keeping up. I had to order more, like manually, or like autocrafted, for making the tier 4 QFT stuff. Let's see. Quite a bit, but this does get used up really fast. But you can just make this using the QFT tier 4, so I'm not going to like upgrade it or anything at this point. It's passive? Yes. I didn't see any point in making it, like, because you need so much of it. It might as well just run 24/7 as it's really easy to passive, as it's just 2 plasmas and a little bit of. I just hooked it up to the biovats, which already produce like 70% of the things. It's pretty trivial to make passive. I'm missing something here. No, I think I got all of them. What? 12. 12. Yeah, now this looks correct. A lot more are, yeah, okay. More are now on. But I don't think actually. 4, 8, 10, yeah. I don't think it's going to split evenly between 22. Yeah, it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to flush the output myself. Annoying. Indium solar also passive. That's super easy to make. It's just like dust. We have 1 mega ABS doing it. It stocks the giant output hatch full and then just fiddles. It makes the entire hatch, which is like 100 million in a few seconds. So no real point in passing that. Like more than that. That is definitely a speed upgrade. It's gonna be a few minutes before this finishes. I need to enable blocking mode. Otherwise this can break by overfilling the fluid tanks. Oh, it's already on blocking mode. I've done it earlier. Hopefully less than 27 minutes. Why? Oh, right. I did said 27 minutes or something. Okay. Oof. 12.7 billion EU per tick. And that's not even running all the slices. How much power am I pushing here? That might be a problem. Oh crap. This one row of assembly lines can actually eat up 1 trillion EU per tick. The backbone is 500 billion. Is that a problem? I feel like that's a problem. Don't tell me I have to upgrade the entire backbone to do this. Actually, wait. There's a way. I can just toggle like every second one off. I do half the power use, and it'll still work because all of the fluids are shared by like pairs of 2. So that's like the easiest way of solving this for now before we can upgrade the entire backbone. Longest seconds of my life. Oh, I'm pretty sure that already power failed. Oh. Yeah, actually, I think this is like the middle one that connects, so it ran out of power first. Okay, well, link. I'll just this off then. Oh, crap. I guess both of these can be on. I really don't want to do that though. Looks like the entire line is running more than 50% at a time. Picking a battery. I mean, I guess you could squeeze in like a Labotronic supercapacitor here. But remember that the line is the topmost one, so it's also sharing the energy with like all the other layers, and it's also on the same grid as the Mega ABS. So it's pretty rough. But like theoretically, these only run at half capacity because of the way S lines work. So trust the ATs should be able to buffer enough. Hopefully. Now what I might want to do is add like a second laser line going vertically here, so that it can also use the buffer of this AT here. We'll see. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to expedite the laser upgrade pretty soon. I'm not sure what we're gonna use. Like right now the grid is 1 million amp UV. Although now with these new circuits, if we get more power, the main bottleneck on making more UMV stuff is actually infinity. So we could probably even upgrade to like UMV, maybe 100,000 amp or something. That's a pretty good upgrade already. Maybe even like UIV. Actually, wait, what's UIV use? The UMV targets. Like this is mostly just transcendent metal. This is okay. Well, infinity wire. I guess we could do like UIV lasers for the backbone. UMV might be a bit too annoying with the space-time cost compared to the transcendent. I mean, you don't really like this is the only area that uses this much power, so we only have to upgrade like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, something like 10 ATs. So that's not that bad. It's like an overnight craft, but not like an entire week. But UMV calls yet? Yes. I finished the UMV compass yesterday because I did the math, and it's actually cheaper to do the compass first before you do the T4 QFT, as you save more on just like the compass than it costs. We can cancel this, and I think. Oh right. Like, looks like we actually voided a bit more than I thought. Ooh. I didn't even check if this was finished or not. Almost finished. But yeah, I voided like 20 circuits, I think. Maybe less. Files will be very cheap. Yes, they are. At this point, they are pretty cheap indeed. It's just the infinity cost is the main thing, and infinity is power, and we don't have power. So, like every single craft I've tried to make in the past like 5 days has been missing infinity for the most part, and I have to wait for it to accumulate. Right, that should be items. Now I just need to flush all the fluids in of this. That's anything than UAV. It is, yeah. So UIV would actually be cheaper than UEV. Kind of funny. But UIV circuits are the primary sink of infinity. In that sense, like UEV circuits don't take any infinity. What are these amounts? 1 liter of mutated solder. Almost use a plunger for this, to be fair. Would be faster than whatever I'm doing right now. It's that infamous infinity plunger. Where did the coolant get all that stuff? Or the osmium? I wonder why it only left like the solder and UV matter. Maybe the osmium is hiding in only like one input hatch or something. Is Bioline the socks from hydrogen dust, or still making processor units? Still making units. Although now that we have the autoclave that can do the socks, or the engraver, we could probably switch that pretty easily. I'll actually do that now. Make these a little bit cheaper as well. There we go. Actually, switch it to socks now, I guess. See. I remember what the name of it was. That means I have to actually. No, I don't think I'm gonna do it quite yet. We are kind of lacking on hydrogen still, so it's still more expensive until we get a bit more power going. But now that we have the better circuits, let me order up some space-time continuum repairs. This is basically completely pre-crafted already. I had the crafts running for like 30 hours, but I just realized that these circuits would take so long that it finished everything but the circuits. So why I canceled it, and also why it's like almost completely done. Me my renders is up a little bit. Right. So that's this. It's still like 30 times faster than what we had. You canceled the long craft for the tier 4. I did, yes. It would have taken over 20 hours to finish still, or even more. It was faster for me to upgrade in the meanwhile and restart the craft with the upgraded infra. Okay, that thing is guzzling energy like no tomorrow. What the hell? I'm a bit afraid. This keeps going up and up as the ALs spin up. Oh man. It is not sustainable. Oh wait, I did the math wrong. Because we only have 12 item input. Actually, wait, it might be overclocking. So let's see, we have 32 slices, 32 machines with 12 slices each, and each slice seems to be using 2.5 million. Okay, so it is 1 trillion. Okay, never mind. It does overclock like once or something. Well, let's hope the AT buffers are enough. Also, this one I should have turned this off. Can I turn this off like mid-craft? I can. I guess it waits until everything is done. Or until 30 minutes. Yeah, we have some power issues. I just heard something power fail. I did not like that. Damn it. I'm avoiding UMV circuits not like this. What is this? Oh god. What have I done? How can I easily disconnect like half of these? I think I can. Let me add like a dummy item here. So now it shouldn't be able to insert any new stuff because of the blocking mode. I'm gonna wait for this to finish up, and then I'm gonna disconnect like at least 70% of them. Right, slowly transitioning to Hornet and the costs. I did not do the math, and I didn't realize it would pull 1 trillion EU per tick. What are these power costs? I didn't sign up for this. At least it's only temporary, it's not like a passive load. In that sense, it's not that bad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have like maybe 6 of these. I think it doesn't really divide even 8. Maybe 8. 8 should be fine. We need to make Dysons? No, we need to make tier 6 NAC fuel. Or Mark 6. Looks like only one of them power failed though. So we didn't lose too many circuits, only like 16. Wait, look at that. Wait. That means every single one of here is also dropping half a billion EU. It's on the same AT. I think I might have to upgrade the backbone before I can do anything else. But if I upgrade the backbone, then that means the battery is not gonna last for very long. Oh no. It all comes back to power. Um, Let me pop a little for the UIV lasers. So our current thing is 500 billion. 2.2 trillion 4 times upgrade. 16 times upgrade. That sounds pretty good, but this is also pretty expensive. I think if you're already using 1 trillion for just one AT bank, it might actually be best to just go for the 1 million UIV or this AT line, because this building is gonna be eating the most power. Let's make tier 6 Nakoda real quick. I would. I'm just waiting for this craft, which actually is going surprisingly fast. Yeah, after this thing is done, I will be doing Mark 6 NAC. I'll just been slowly getting these things because I don't want to do the Xenoxene. We patterned the UIV stuff actually. Look at 7. Alright. And now we do not touch any autocrafting. I don't want any extra load on my battery right now. We need it for NAC 6. The Mark 5 here uses heavy redox in very large amounts. And the heavy redox is only available through the Xenoxene line. And scaling up Xenoxene to supply the Mark 5 is annoying. And I can just make the tier 4 QFT and make it out of osmium. From wind turbines. You would need like 100 wind turbines to run a single slice of this ash line. Not very scalable. But yeah, definitely a lot faster than what this was. All right, everything is off except for yeah, everything is off. Let's see, how many did we void? We voided 13. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Actually, only 10 by the looks of it. We still have some materials here. And we do have the lathe here, so this should be blocking all the insertion. What tier is the QFT? Well, the tier 4 QFT you need is like late UMV. As you can see, I am still struggling to make it, and we are pretty late. So yeah, you are gonna make the radar line, and you're gonna enjoy it. I think 8 is a good number here. So what would be the easiest way for me to disconnect of this? Actually, I think I can just, because the fluids are the only problem, I can just cut this cable and that'll cut like the problematic part. So that would be 6 cut, and it'll be 4, I guess. Oh, crap. That hasn't happened to me before. Wait, you can put a washer in here? Okay, I didn't know that. Kinda cool. You rejected the PWB card? Yes, I did. Although I don't really like it. It's better than the default, so we complain too much. My script didn't really work with like a texture that's like facing you. Works much better when the thing's diagonal. I'll probably make once you get the Mark 5 NAC. It's only like 400 billion. So I will be going straight for the Mark 6, I think. At least like very soon. And that should be at least a few trillion. So that should last for Eye of Harmony easily. That was too many. So it's 2 online, 4 online, 6 online, 8 online, and now we need to empty all the input hatches. Unless they're actually might all be empty. And it looks like they are empty. I just voided the fluids. I think we're good. Okay. Now we need to turn on all of these again. Now one of these power failed. Like one of yeah, this one. First try. Wow. Now we can take the lathe away. And that should give us items in here. Yes. And only 8 of these should turn on. Okay. So this only uses 250 billion only, which should be able to run along with the Mega EBS and everything else. And we can trivially add more capacity as needed. Why are you on? Hello? Should be on. What? Hello? Oh, I think it had fluids for like 1 recipe. That's annoying. But it means it's gonna leave some residue fluids in the first 8. I have to keep that in mind. Should retexture that 3D scanner. True. Does look a little bit out of place right now. I'll try to do it at some point. Anyways, this craft is going. What can I do in the meanwhile while I'm waiting for that? I guess I could order the coils. Oh, right. Also, tier 4 Necrodaft refinery coils. So these things are expensive. Actually, they aren't that bad now that I look at it. No point doing that as I cannot even supply the tier 3 coils, so. Oh, great. No, not quite area. I'm gonna have to turn the NAC fuel off for a bit. Are these signals a bit outlines? Right now they are, but the automation is set up so they will be universal in the future, and it's only a matter of hooking up the data bank into it. Like all the automation already supports multiple recipes. There's nothing that actually locks them to a single recipe right now. But right now we haven't had the need to have all of them doing the same thing, and it's also a bit annoying because they are running at different voltages. But yes, the automation is universal. I'm just not using them as universal yet. Do we have any of these stockpiled? Oh, surprisingly large amounts. Like, we did get some stockpiled by the looks of it. Too bad. Right. I don't think I showed this. But we switched the recipe for the high density stuff. So this used to be infinity here, but now it's 8 times more neutronium. So this is actually a viable thing now after the DPFs, which makes the logistical chain of NaxFuel a bit easier. If you can supply the neutronium. So we're using that recipe now. All of these are running on neutronium and making us more high density a bit easier. And then there's also the new recipe for Mark III fuel using chromatic glass. So basically, this is impossible to supply without a DPF. So it's like a later version of making more NAC fuel. But this also means we don't have to despair over Tiberium any longer. Well, right now we still are. It's pretty good right now. But yeah, we can stop using Tiberium at some point. Let me check the Chelit cryotheum. This thing is going up. What about atomic separation? This thing is going down. They're going down. Was of something? Chromium looks fine. Orundum plate. Oh, that's Orundum? No. Are you off? Um, what electricity found on Orundum? It's missing like a lubricant, maybe? Yeah, it's missing lubricant. Wait, what? Huh? When you get the new fluid buffs, is that Harmony? No. Most of the buffs for Naxville are using DTPF. Lubricant, hello? That's missing channel. Huh? That's 3 channels. Hang on. So what if I disconnect you? Where is my lubricant? It's weird. I'll check the super tank or the battle tank. I think it would be somewhere here, maybe. Oh, nice. Of Harmony, the last major machine before the grind to the finish. Yes, Eye of Harmony is the entire endgame. There's nothing after that machine except for the Stargate, and you use the Eye of Harmony for power, for materials, and for basically everything in the late game. Is kind of boring. Duplicant. Right, so why are you not outputting again? Is it the input hatch, maybe? What? Huh? It's like the input hatch just decided that no, I would not like to accept lubricant anymore. What? Wild. It's still going to take a while. I think we should have enough Nakpatri now to order the coils. Thanks. That's what I wanted. A crash. Let's try that again. There we go. And now watch as the entire base dies due to drawing like 500 billion EU. How are we looking on Infinity? That probably took our remaining reserves. 6 million, that's not too bad. Some Naquatria dust. Actually, I was made the inert Naquatria, so I guess I could bring back the QFT. I had to use the tier 3 QFT to make the Naquatria super solid. That gave us a little bit of inert Naquatria, and man, making that in the normal Naquatria is kind of painful. No water to be found, of course, because I don't have enough of the dust. We really need more miners as well. Here we go. Making this Naquatria is actually super nice with the QFT if you focus it, otherwise it's kind of meh. We don't really can't really afford the Fermium and Neptunium Plasma quite yet. That's the main bottleneck right now for large crafts. because we only have one single Mark IV fusion reactor. Really need to upgrade our fusion infra soon. Everything is bottlenecked by power. They're 5 compacts. Yes, those would be nice, but I don't know how costly they are. I think we could afford it, like barely. What about the controller? Ouch. Okay, this is going to be expensive. Yeah, I mean, it's actually not too bad now that I look at it. Well, it's pretty bad. But 12 UIV circuits for one, we need 48 of these. It's more than 12. Oh no. I can actually, I'll just pattern it, and that'll show the cost. I need to rename this. I don't have UIV circuits renamed. That mostly UIV stuff. Well, it's the UIV circuits. Like, UIV circuits are fine, except for the infinity cost. Because they take something like 20 million liters of infinity to make 400 of. And infinity is the main gauge for the crafts. Kind of annoying how you need infinity for absolutely everything in that game. Because there's it's the only material where it doesn't become cheaper as you go up to DDPF tiers, because the only thing that becomes better is basically the ratio of the infinity catalyst into the ingots, but the power cost stays the same. So far, looks like the 500 billion is being completely used. Although empty in 30 minutes is not great. How many DDPs do we have? We are up to 6 Eternals right now, with one of them actually being off for Hypergen to Infinity. I haven't really had the power to make any more. Like, we can easily afford more, but there's no point when we can barely run like 1 DTPF. Like, the Infinity DTPF is using over 50% of our power generation, which is ridiculous. But I will be adding at least like 16 more after we get to tier 6 in Aqueduct going, or tier 5 maybe. We need to add Catalyst Dust 64 into one Catalyst and IEC, is it going to be a stocking bust? That actually would be really nice. But wouldn't that kind of make the Neutronium compressor completely obsolete? I guess if it was like a high tier, like a UMV one, that'd be nice. But yeah, it is true that having to basically, like, it's one of the laggiest things in late game base, making the catalyst, because of like having to use a high tier conveyor. And more flux and iron singularities. Really? Man, honestly, that block in itself, it should be useful like before DTPFs, but after like UMV tier, it should be deprecated for the most part. What's the point of this stupid multi when you cannot even like push items into it properly? I'm going to add liquid amount of blocks of iron in the EIC to make singularities. Yeah, I don't see why not. I guess that could be fairly easily added. Not like there's any interesting mechanics or anything with the compressor, so. Alright. All random I fixed, so atomic separation should be going up again. What else can I do while I'm waiting for the tier 4 QFTs? Guess I could start working on the compressors. I noticed that making glowstone blocks for some reason is super slow. What do you even need this for? Oh, glowstone eyes. Right. That's why you need so much glowstone. I see. Okay. Yeah. This thing is actually bottlenecking pretty hard. Because you need like a few million compressed glowstone every now and then. Like for one craft. I was thinking of making like a 46 or a 24 quad compressor. I'm gonna have to extend the roof a little bit. Nice thing about the compressors is that it's shared by the lathe and the electromagnetic thing. So we actually need both of them made faster. So we can do 3 machines in one very nicely. That's not what I wanted. And that what? Maybe? No, it's just easier to do one less. Fine. Could almost word edit this from the other side. Exact same setup actually. Hmm. I can just send this part of the roof and not the sloped part. I can add the remaining machines later. I don't think we need that many compressors quite yet. Hamza came back with him. Streamer doesn't stream for a few days. He died. That's how it goes. Yeah, I was playing Armored Core 6, so that's why I was not streaming for the past 2 days. Also because I wasn't doing anything in Minecraft except for staring at 82. Um, oh, do we have enough energy hatches for this? I think we do. I did recover quite a lot from the assembly lines. 100 should be enough. Staring at 82 is the best part of New Horizons. Only if things go fast. When things go slow, it's kind of bad. But cooler than trying to max with buildings as weapons fighting. Yeah, the game feels very nice, especially because I'm kind of playing like a non-optimal build where I don't even have a right-hand weapon because I'm like a melee mech. So I don't have a weapon on my right hand, so I can punch with it. It's actually surprisingly good, but yeah, it's definitely not optimal. Let's miss this. Oh wait, I only have 4 extra UAV energy hatches. No. No, missed this one. No, let's download the retexture tools. Yeah, I haven't uploaded them anywhere. Actually, I have. Well, only rainbow ones. But the blue ones I have not uploaded anywhere. Uh, Imagine healthy amount of power star. We have never had a healthy amount of power. Right now it's going into making the UMV circuits that I just improved the infra for. But like we've barely been positive for the past 5 days because of the DTPFs. So it's going into making primarily the Infinity. I think we have mufflers on here. And the battery pass 1% since we put in the LC? No. Yeah, the highest I've seen is like 0.6 as well. It's because the moment we get power, I just instantly use it all up for a like large craft right now. So I think we might power fail. I don't like this. Yeah, or the coils. That was a mistake. I guess I'll cancel it. Although it's gonna be running the Mega ABS for quite a bit longer. Oh boy, I know the power fail. Mark 5 in action will fix everything. Trust me, guys. We'll solve world hunger. For cancer as well. How laggy this place is because of the tall crab tower. So annoying building on this side. Just constantly have lag spikes. Move tower roll it. I mean, it could. Like it's already integrated into the terrain, so I don't want to do that. This is laggy. I think it's because it does so many different like decorated blocks and particle generators and things like that. Like it feels like the chunk it's in, it's just so much data in it that the game just stalls for a second every time it has to load the thing in. I don't know. Looks like canceling the craft for the coils helped. We're not immediately dying of power loss. Hopefully this thing can finish. I mean, it only has to do one more batch. So it should be only running for, like, what, 5 more minutes? So? No, wait. 20 minutes or so. I forgot I shut down 75% of them. Yeah, is there a reason why Nactil stops at tier 5 or were you guys just lazy to continue the tiers further? Because when Nactil was made, tier 5 already produced so much power that it was like unfathomable on how you could use all of that. But then DTPFs and Eye of Harmonies happened, but Nactil did not keep up. But yeah, because of Nactil not keeping up anymore, I actually added this thing like 2 days ago. Yes, now we have Mark 6 Nactil. And this thing is a lot of power. If you run this with all the new boosting fluids in the refinery, reactor, that's 664 billion EU per tick, which is 2 times a Dyson. So yeah, Mark 6 is here. Mark 7 when? I did already think about Mark 7, but Cloud thought that it doesn't really make sense to have like actually also compete with the Eye of Harmony power gen. Even the Mark 6 already kind of does, because one refinery is almost equivalent to one Eye of Harmony. Of course, it's a lot easier to scale the Eye of Harmonies, as you don't need anything but hydrogen and helium for that. But yeah, if you added Mark 7 NAC fuel, then that would be better than Eye of Harmonies, and that's, I don't know, feels weird if you can use the same power from ZPM to Stargate. You basically hate Dyson, so you literally did a Deus Ex Machina for it to be viable. But like overall, just having one way of getting to a goal is kind of boring, and now we have two, so it's better. Also, the code used ints instead of longs for the natural fuel power, so I would have had to rewrite the reactor and how the thing adds the fuels if I wanted to add Mark 7 fuel. Like if the Mark 6 is already at the edge of the max int limit. Although that wouldn't really be a big rewrite, like maybe a few hours max. It's doable, but already Mark 7, I don't think we need it. Already the Mark 7, Mark 6 needs Eye of Harmonies to make the better recipe. So like we don't really have the tiers for 7. Maybe if we get max tier, we can add the Mark 7 fuel, but right now we don't really have like a logical spot for it. For variety, yes, exactly, variety, because I disagree with Dyson's being the only way of progressing, so I added another way of doing it. So yes, variety. What else do you want me to say? Actually, it's CPM viable? Yes. I actually buffed Mark 1 and Mark 2. So they should be a lot viable now. A lot more viable. I basically added 200% to the burn time of Mark 1 and 250% to the Mark 2 burn time. So overall, it's like 3 times the power from the same setup. So it should actually be like super competitive with even helium plasma now. Although, of course, it's going to be a lot more infrastructure because you need a full NAC line that can supply the NAC quadrion and treat NAC Aqueduct. But like overall, if you invest in NAC fuel, even in CPM, it should already start paying off. No fusion power run possible? Yes, should be possible now. NAC fuel can scale with you for a long time. But I don't think it's ever going to be like super mainstream compared to fusion, because fusion is still like 10 times easier. But I feel like NAC fuel should reward you for doing it, because it is super complex, so it should give you a lot of power, which it really didn't before, but now it's getting there. Right, that's all of them, I think. You have warmed. Oh, I need power. Extreme heat exchanger still needs rebalance? It does, yes. I have not looked into that yet. Extreme heat exchangers are just a dumb way of making power still. It's just 3 times your power for no cost, basically. I'll get around to that at some point, maybe, hopefully, possibly. Maybe any thoughts on reworking the LFTR chain to flow into the NAC chain? Don't even know what the LFTR chain is. So no, I have not thought about that. Is Minecraft done yet? It's slow. I don't think you are powering anything, so I can shut you down. Do you have a roof over your head? You don't. Okay. Um, Do you? Barely. I mean, it's a roof. It's a lip. Works. Thorium stuff from GT++? Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know. Naxiol is already like complex enough for the earlier tiers because you have to remember that the Naxiol basically includes the NAC line in itself. If you make the start tiers even more complex, like nobody's gonna be doing that. Or liquid thorium and plutonium fuels, but not sure if they're power positive. Unlikely. Yeah, I think those are mostly for byproducts. Like thorium fuel is used for making thorium-232. That's what we are using for our NAC fuel. But yeah, I don't think they are meant to be like power options really. I guess they could be made to be ones, but I don't know. Need a dev to look into it, and I don't at this point really care about them. Maybe next playthrough. Ah, crap. I want to use titanium. Wait, really? Ah, that's actually surprisingly good. Huh. But yeah, okay, this is definitely not. Yeah, this is not power positive. No way. Actually, with Gaelic Cryotheme, it might be. But like the yield is so low, 1 per tick, which burns for 7.5 seconds. So I guess, actually 7.5 seconds is quite good. 13.4 billion EU per tick per reactor. Honestly, that's, well, it's not terrible. But then you realize you somehow need to source lutetium and this high density plutonium. Neutronium. Okay. Why does this use neutronium? This thing is like ZPM. I guess neutronium is ZPM now that I think about it, but yeah, nobody's ever gonna do this in ZPM. Just what? Osmium for your power. Yeah. I don't think you would have to buff the numbers so much for this to be viable. I don't think it's really realistic. Right on UEBL dynamos. I have to double check if I turn them on or not. I forgot to place the middle block here, damn it. Always nice when the game starts lagging when you turn it on an active transformer, so you don't know if it was because of the game or because the thing just blew up. Right. We have power here. Yes. Like the idea of the LFTR chain, but there's so much infrastructure required that it's not really not worth it as a power option. You know, an expandable power generation option that also provides some outputs scale by adding additional processing steps. That's kind of what an actual is. I guess, yeah, like having the same vehicle as an actual, even before an actual would be nice. Kind of like maybe ease people into the thought of having to make an actual line for power. I mean, I can sure, I definitely see the appeal, but it's just like, it's hard to make it feel rewarding for like IV players when they don't have infinite resources that they can just dump into power and things like that. But if we definitely like if somebody tried adding it, I wouldn't be against it. I just personally don't really care, so I'm not gonna be the one doing it. All right, this craft's going. Only 53 of them remain. So the last batch is going soon. Soon we have tier 4 QFT, and then we're gonna make Mark 5. We'll have about 2.5 hours before I have to go sleep. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I have to go fairly early. But hopefully we can get some Mark 5 going before I have to go. Need more 2x. Oh, hello, that's China. We are just improving autocrafting and despairing over how we're gonna power fail in the next 1 hour. This doesn't want to connect like this. But Mark 5 Nakoda fuel is so close. And theoretically, I could actually skip Mark 5. Ah, no. I would have to make the plasma fuel chain for the Mark 6. Or I guess I could theoretically use laser engravers for the astral titanium. I don't know. Sounds a bit sus. Also, titanium kind of wants a deep dark. So I think I'm gonna just make Mark 5 for now. Or XR power, use that to like kind of springboard to the Mark 6. I don't know if there's plans to make post-IF harmony content. Well, depends on if you consider like ideas, plans. Colin is the one who seems to be doing the endgame stuff. And right now, UXV as a tier is very bare bones. So there are plans far in the future, but for now, focus is going to be on like fleshing out the UXV tier. So the DP recipe that makes actual titanium blocks? There might be. Yeah, what it is. Oh, actually, exotic catalyst, huh? That is doable. Yeah. But it only makes 18 dust. Like, you would have to do this recipe 3 times. I feel like it's easier to do it using the plasma chain. This is primarily meant for quantum, I believe. Yeah. Not really, like, sure you can supplement it, but the fuel plasma chain is like the primary intended method of getting the shell titanium for the fuel. Are we still looking at 2.4.0 RC1 today by chance? Let me see. It looked like it. Maybe. I mean, Master has been making new loading screen arts. Might see something familiar here. But maybe not today. Tree might already be sleeping. He's not online anymore. But hopefully tomorrow, maybe. Cable's missing on the middle. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm not connected as well. It's kind of like I don't even really need this done right now. It's just stalling for this craft to finish. It's going. Then I'm gonna have to replace every single manipulator on the QFT. Takes like 15 minutes. But after that, we have basically 3 Radox. That's set up. I guess I could already start on making the. Oh, what? Huh? How did? What? Okay. Looks like I just missed that. I could start replacing the manipulators on the QFT already. Kind of have to do it manually, so. And start with just 3 forts ready. Let's just work on the power, I think. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, for next week, I'm going to try making the Monarch 6 in Axial. Probably in the new refinery area that we're gonna build. Hopefully I can get Delano to build it with me. After we get that done, that should fix all of our power problems, so we can start scaling up the DTPS a lot harder, and maybe start thinking about IF Harmony after that. Because I believe the IF Harmonies are still power negative for a long time. Only like after tier 7 it starts becoming better. Right, let's go to the QFTs. Oh, right, I guess we are also gonna hold the open house when stable drops. 10 minutes. Yikes. Wait, did I order something new? Why did it suddenly start going so hard? Ah, it's because all the circuits are going. Takes 10 minutes indeed. Ah, it's because the compass is also turned on. 10 minutes. It might barely just be enough. But I think actually the easiest way to get 30 billion more is just turning off the wireless here. That should help a bit. That means we won't get plasma, but I think we have a little bit in stores. Yeah, 6.5 million. So this will last for at least an hour. Be fine. Let's check the general chat on Discord to help. What's going on in general? And what? Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary in general. Or do you mean my Discord? Oh, the out of exile conversation. Out of exile versus started. Yeah. I don't even know what we are going about. Molten tungsten still is kind of low. Did I come here? Guess I can double check all the reactors are running. They seem to be running. Oh, that's why I came here. I need to start replacing this stuff. I just disabled it and it instantly turned on. That was weird. Coincidence. So, space-time continuum recover. What a name. It's going to take a while. Yes, I could kind of wipe this thing clean and then auto-build it again. But it's a bit annoying with all this decoration around it, so... Most annoying multi-shape, not gonna lie. The QFT not symmetrical? Yes, it is not symmetrical. It's symmetrical on the left and right, but the back and front are not symmetrical. It's kinda cursed. Why? Well, you're gonna have to ask Steelix about that. He wanted to make something unique. Well, definitely did succeed in that. Such an annoying multi-block. Seriously. Looks cool. You should have seen it before I retextured all the parts. That thing was definitely something. Try not using a one with equal trade. I would if I had one. What if we do? Yeah, we don't have an equal one, and she hasn't been online, so I cannot ask him for one. Otherwise, I would be using it. At least we can reuse the QFT things later on for like the osmium and non-credit lines. For now, we only have this one QFT, so I'm kind of just reusing the coils, nuclears, or that we're replacing. Actually, even you can't recycle this at all. I guess it kind of will eventually when making the Eye of Harmony. That's kind of cool. Um, right. Now we wait a little bit longer. Schedule. It's actually gonna make 64 emitters to make a single space-time continuum ripper. Great. Well, nothing to wait. I guess I can start switching out the inputs. Oh, right. This is my tab for everything that's slow. I think. Maybe. Yeah. Don't need that for now. I said using wall delete. True, I could have used the replace command. I think not using wall delete later that much. Wait. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Don't have Shirabon. Ah. Okay. That's not too bad. I can just pattern this. Oh no. Because it don't need to be in here. Crafting the PF hypogen. See if that works or not. Hello, Penguin. How far are you guys? We are kind of mid UMV now. Once of a warp drive used somewhere in New Horizons yet? I don't think so. The mothership is the closest, but that's not really a warp drive. No, I don't think so. But for hypothetical higher tier planets, do you want to buff Dyson even further? Add even bigger multipliers to it? Because that's what would happen, I think. Yeah, I don't know, like, what can you get from higher tiers of planets that you cannot get from simulating universes? Like, you have to kind of shoehorn it into like UIV or something. I did not check if we have the final type thing. I think we do because it makes quantum anomalies as well. Well, this shouldn't take more than 10 seconds, so I might have to go check on this while this is going. Just a bit longer. Unless this somehow... Oh no, I don't do it. It voided the 13. I'm gonna have to reorder this craft after these things finish because of one Continuum Reaper. Come on. Wait, why are these taking so long, anyways? They are running. Wait, no, they are not running. Um, I not. Huh? Don't tell me power failed. Cut down to the power loss. Okay. Cable is only IV. Oof. I think I just voided a few of those space-time rippers. Ouch. That's expensive. Alright. They shouldn't be powering anything right now, but I should start from the end. Unless I'm upgrading voltage, it should be started from the top, at the end of the line. The entire line. I think nothing is running right now. It's all off. I can just shut down all of these transformers for now and do them all at once. But it doesn't really matter, so I can just skip that. I just wanted my tier 4 QFT, not this. Well, at least we're gaining power again. They Stargate parts to Aslan so they can power fail? Are they not? Oh, right, the final parts that aren't done in dire aircrafting. That would be the most expensive power fail you can do. This thing is live. I almost just watched Reddit. Oops. We just need the junction. Then we can start the things. Where is your controller? Here. I think we only have one where it has lasers on 5 sides. Just on over there. Next junction. Alright. Time to start this. And we have space-time repairs in here. Would be looks like 12 space-time repairs waiting in the hatches, hopefully. Yeah. So looks like we only voided 9. Which, well, not optimal, but also not too bad. Hello? Would you like to go? Reading not optimal. Yeah. Usually not a very good thing if you void. Alright, so oh okay. I turned the lines off, so these things off as well. Alright. Did it be cool? Bonk. Bonk. For 60 seconds I have to wait before I can reorder the craft. Oh, I guess I could do it earlier, but I don't want to do any extras as they are expensive. Not gonna lie, these things Lin added are surprisingly useful. Which you avoid like 8 of these space-time repairs, which are expensive. But here are we? We are late UMV. No, not really late. I guess mid UMV more like. Mostly bottlenecked by power because we're not doing Dysons. So these use a combined 1 billion each. We have 14 of them. That's 14 billion. The cable can do 8 billion. Yeah, okay, that's why power failed. Yes. That's all of them. And we have to reorder 11 of these. Yeah, so we wanted 9. Oh, just 10. And that has to do an entire batch of Pico circuits because we voided 13 of them. Right. They're actually gonna power fail now, I think. Well, okay. Power is not looking good. Not like this. Well, silver linings. At least we have about 300 UMV circuits left over after this craft. Not sure what to use those for, but at least we will have them. This is going to take at least an hour to finish. Oof. Why is Nida saying we're power positive though? I guess it's because we are. It's actually kind of silly how little power the Mega EBFs are using. Like the entire Mega EBF array uses something like 64 billion, which is less than 3 of these AALs here. So dumb. Go check on the Surabon. Why is that not crafting? I think it's just missing the final type thing. I think this one was the auto crafting one. Right, I just didn't have the final type in here. I see. Oh wait, no, I didn't even that's why. Well, part of why. What? It should be coming in here. Did I put it in the wrong place? I think I did. I put it in the... It even says hypogen on it. What am I doing? Okay, let's go extract the fluids. This is how I'm going to extract them when they are going to be inside the interface. Oh. What? That's not the right cell. There we have the final type. We have one extra, we do. Let's also grab this memory card. Have to re-add them. Give us a Shirabon. Please. Thank you. Oh, damn. That's fast. How much power am I giving this? Oh, I see. 32 billion. That's why it's fast. Makes sense. In 4 stacks. That's something I haven't had to do in a while. Let's see. I mean, there shouldn't be any new trash in here. Fishing rod, iron sword. That's trash. Okay. Light sensor. Wait, what? Feedback button. Oh. Big button. Butter? What? What? Vanishing frame. That's more than 4. I know which one would be so massive. Yeah, the end game infrastructure projects tend to be pretty big. They are kind of silly in size. Right, now I'm gonna have to make the catalyst. And I'm gonna have to use the correct tech plus thing for that because the lasers or the process only have UIV voltage. 92 I thought this was like 10 ingots. Oh boy. Okay, that's gonna eat our power again. Kevlar dust. I didn't even do that. Yeah, looks like we're not gonna be paralyzing this. But I guess not that bad. Like what, 900 ingots or something? Could be worse. Have locking mode here? Um, oh, did this already inserted? I don't see this turning on. Oh wait, it run. Missing something? Yeah, there we go. Right, that is going. Now we just have to wait. Guess I can work on the compressors. Meanwhile, here's my tutorial setup. So this is mostly hooked up, it's just missing the A2 cabling. Do the collector subnet first. Help, and then it shows is effective in LUV tier. They tell me step by step. I can tell you the names, but I'm not going to hold your hand on how to make them. We used nuclear, not nukes for power, but that's pretty involved. Most people probably just do benzene. Uh, Benzene or what is the thing? That thing. Benzene. Here we go. Because you can just make this out of a wood tar. Really scalable. Um, I guess nitroben. Not what is it? Hog. High octane gasoline. This thing is also pretty good, but it's also quite involved. Also, I've never done them myself because I did nukes. Yeah, nukes is not something I would probably do as a first timer. They are pretty involved and also need lots of infra. I think I need to run the dense cable all the way up. Do I? Oh, never mind, I don't. That's in the two vertical cables. Happened to Washer. I retextured it like a week ago. Also the same thing for the stuff of teleportation and my memory fragment. Well, this is the advanced P2P. Anyway, it looks a lot better than the static, right? Here we go. Collector net is ready. None of these need fluids. I think I can just make like a really simplified version of the automation. Different color from the original, no longer faithful. Run invalid. Yes, I get massive advantage over my peers by having a better looking washer. Gives me like a mental fortitude buff. Actually cheating. I think it might be worth having the controller up on the platform still. Because I do need 3 different types. I also want the dense cable in the middle. Just in case I want to also add the other side. How are crafts going? Low. The Kevlar dust. This thing should not be stuck. What? Why is the Kepler dust pattern in the renamer? What? Look at these beautiful Kevlar plates. What the hell? Why? I don't understand. Alright, let's just manually macerate this stuff. Here we go. The reason you forgot? No, that's just a mistake from Lin or Rubik's. I would never place a non-rename pattern in a renaming interface. Anchors here. That's gonna be awkward. It's like, what do I do here? Spaghetti is the answer. Tier 9 rocket? But why would that tier 9 rocket need no, like that pattern just doesn't work because it makes a different thing than it says it does. It's like it just wouldn't work. Right, need the MHS somewhere, maybe a controller as well. This controller isn't strictly necessary, but might as well have it here. Extend the platform as well. And play this pack again. uh, at what number of world are you at now? I've seen you play at least 2 or 3 worlds, maybe? But yeah, you never get away from this pack. It just keep coming back. Never lets you go. I'm back on my old world. Oh, nice. Is it the first world as well? Actually, a restart. I'm not sure. Hard to beat perfection? Yeah, it is. Alright, I have to put these on auto stock. Started once? Yeah, that's what I kind of remember. I think I've had to run for a long time, but the early game is really annoying. It is, yeah. Early game is the worst part, in my opinion, because there's just so limited in the things you have to do, and it's also so manual. I enjoy the late game experience a lot more here because you can do some really cool things. Do we have any free? We have one free. I'll take it. Like power isn't completely dying yet. I think that's because the assembly lines haven't started yet. Or are we? Uh, like it's waiting on the DTPF primarily here. Cutting machine as well. And diffusion. Yeah, well, we'll be done eventually. We make Kevlar once only and then B. Yes. We just patterned the Kevlar and made it that way. I feel like passiving Kevlar is like a mistake. Like it's only the only plastic I would say you should pattern because of how complex it is and how like relatively small amounts you need compared to all the other plastics. Right. I can just use image chest here, I think. Identity wireless. Yeah. Kevlar pack bees. Well, you don't really have a choice, do you? Gonna have to do either one of those. Kevlar crop. Ah, yes, it's completely trivialized Kevlar. It's a Kevlar block under it, I guess. Is there nothing? No. Well, there's a Kevlar frame box. I guess that should work. Right, now we need storage cells. So, I guess we need circuits. One of each. This is only for the mode of the LPF. I can figure out where the hell I'm supposed to place this. There we go. So, how did this go? I think I just garbage cleaning. Thank you. That's what I wanted. So 20 is compressor, 1 is lathe, 22 is electromagnetic polarizer. Just check here. That is correct. Yes. Take a lathe. Come on. But the probe is on like the wrong setting, so I cannot use it to copy for some reason. I'm too lazy to change that. Great. Wrong way around. Right. And we have to test this. Grab all the pressure recipes. Oh, that's a lot. They're gonna fit. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's not gonna fit. I have to add more. Probably with just the glowstone recipes, I think. Let me make them mega big first. Oh, right. The machines are off. Let me modify my script a little bit. So we don't need this part here. Crops indeed. Yeah, I use the same script and just modify it for whatever I need. I can already test with just this side here. Give me 1 million glowstone, thanks. Um, I got the S line working, dual P2P made it so much easier. Yeah, it does. It's mega simple. We just have the storage buses, nothing else. It's super simple. I still have to modify ours to use dual interface instead of normal ones. Why are you not running? Not enough output space, huh? Did I actually just place a stocking input bus on every single output slot? I did. Yes, of course I did. Right? Oh, weird. It renders through the cable. Huh. It used to do that. Yep, okay, that's a little bit faster. From one compressor to what, 48? Yeah, slight improvement in speed. Are my space-time repairs done yet? Oh, comps are almost done. What are you waiting on? It's waiting on the plasmas, I think, for the most part. 2 million organisms as well. Yeah. Well, I don't think this vibrant alloys crafted. I think it's making this late for some reason. I don't know. Order more, I guess. That fixes all problems. No, I didn't even connect this player. Oops. Need to go through all of these again. Oh, not again. Didn't do this side yet. Then we can move all the patterns over. I just really want to get the Mark 5 in actual coding today. Ugh, 90 more minutes, I believe. Right. Oh wait, we have enough space? Just barely. But no, we don't. We've got more. A macro. Oh no, it's bound on Z. I have to disable that. To kill the server. So slow doing this. This kills the server like a minute. Insane. The lathe. Or we can go remove that. That polarizer. That actually shouldn't have that many recipes. What? Static boots? Oh my. Oh, it'd be the dumbest recipe I've seen in a while. Really that sounds to mega MPM one machines. Like at 2.3.0, I think. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool. They used to be so quiet, now we can actually hear them running. It's very nice. Why would it jump like that? Ah, a bit more. Oh, we can go remove these machines. Have some space in the auto crafting area. Although I'm not sure the space for what. Like already being kind of deprecated in favor of the mega areas. I guess we can just keep adding PAs here if we want to do things with those. This should be completely empty now. Lathe. Empty as well. But we're already sharing this one machine for like multiple things. There's some lenses in here, but no patterns, so it should be fine. Inspector interface. Why? Ah, I have to finally get rid of this cursed cabling over here. Electrolyzer is running. What is this even doing? Oh. This thing is probably running like 24/7 doing the diamond dust. Yeah, okay. What? Okay, I don't think we're ever gonna run out of carbon again. Alright, are my manipulators done yet? Nothing is done yet. It's all stuck on the damn fusion reactor. I'm pretty sure this vibrant alloy plate is not making the right vibrant alloy plates again. Yep, it's making the wrong ones. Why? Why does it change every now and then? I don't understand. I think I've had 60 vibrant alloy plates in my hand. Makes them into good ones. Oh, looks like it does. Ah. If I put this in a bending machine, then it maybe does it. Let's see if that works. That is the case, then I guess just switch the pattern to be a bending recipe instead. Doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I can figure out where the input to the bending is. Here. In one. Yeah, so if I just dump it all in here, it should make the correct plates. Okay. And working. Oh, look at this. Oh, there we go. That took a while. I think it's because the tick time is so bad right now. Taking a while for them to recognize things. And there we go, now it makes the correct plates. All this waiting just because I avoided a few of this. Kinda hurts. I'm not sure if these nanites are running or not. Nanoforge I have not touched in, what, 3 tiers? Actually, ever. I don't think I ever touched the hatches on it. I assume it would be running as the thing is patterned in there. Oh yeah, it's running. It just takes 15 minutes. I see, I see. Right. Yeah, this needs to be moved to the nanoforge area. Made an entire building for it, and it's completely unused currently. I don't think there's any way I can speed up the fusion right now. It's a pretty huge price on its own right if I want to make another one. This is almost done. The DPF needs to run a bit longer. The organizing is going to be a pain. It's getting there. I should probably speed this up by just making them in the normal last line because it only needs like 32 circuits. It needs 6 circuits. We are actually waiting all this time to make 6 circuits because it makes 400 at a time. Well, let me pattern the Mark V fusion reactor in the meanwhile. Oh, right, I need to rename things. We have bio frames in stock? We do. Right, bio? We already have renamed. Oh, I thought this would use UIV circuits. Ah, it's this one. Okay. So I do have to rename the UIV. And we do not have those. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Because I cannot just order 4. That's not how this system works. Classic gameplay. Wait for A to do things. Hmm. Take a look at my list of things that were slow. So solidifying is kind of slow for UAV plus stuff. Compasses are slow, but I'm not gonna make a second UAV compass quite yet. Cutting machines is another bottleneck I could fix. Guess with GD plus machines if I wanted to. And also I'm now kind of realizing that having the lubricant in the cutting machine pattern means I cannot make a trivial universal automation. I guess you could kinda still do it. Hmm. I get. I guess you could passively stock the lubricant in the cutting machines, and then the patterns still have the lubricant, so you can just restore it in the tank. It's just like cycles. Usually, and don't remove the lubricant of the patterns. That sounds so dumb, though. You could also use open computers to remove the lubricant from the patterns. That might be the better option, actually. Yeah, these 256 UHV cutting machines are not fast enough. I do like cutting machines in PAs for some reason. I don't know. I dislike the red multi. Like this is looks weird. This is also a lot faster. In that sense, using the cutting factories would make sense. Using dual P2P in your setups? No. Well, no, actually no. I have not touched that dual P2P. You only use the normal interface P2P in our S lines. Dual P. Oh wait, no, that's actually wrong. We only use it for the compass. That's the only place we use it in. But yes, compass does use dual P2P now that I think about it. Actually show it, I guess. Although right now it only has one output, because we only have two compasses. Oh. But it is scalable, so it's a nice part. You see the dual interface P2P output. And then there's the mirror on the bottom side for the inputs. But I also realized that you could fairly easily also do the compass automation using the universal automation style. But we might switch to that. Although this does also work nicely. But this is a lot more work on making like scalable, because you have to do all this automation for a single compass. But with the universal, you just have to make the one controller and that handles everything. So when we start spamming the compasses, I think I'm gonna switch to universal actually. To be the easiest way. Right, Organizer is going. That should be a lot faster actually. They did buff the recipe and it's also being made in a Mark IV, I think. Yeah, Mark IV. This takes 10 seconds to make 64 times this, I think. It shouldn't take that long. Waiting on the DTPF time. Is opticals are crafting now? Craft is actually almost done. I think we're gonna get the tier 4 QFT pretty soon. So it's gonna take a bit longer then, though. It's 2 seconds per ingot of Shurabon. Need 606 ingots. That's gonna be at least 20 minutes of just DTPF time, the Shurabon. Not counting the metastable organization. I guess they do kinda go in parallel. And grab something to eat while this craft is going. Watch these fluids stick down. It's easier to passive organize them with UV matter. It definitely would be if we had UV matter, but our UV matter infra is from like UHV or something. It's mega old. Pretty rough. Ah, great timing. I am still eating. Oh wait, let's get this tier 4 thing built. I have to go pretty soon though. Appointment is in 10 hours. I would like to get at least 7 hours of sleep. But hopefully the restart didn't fail any crafts. Also need to remember that the plasma mixing is still off. I forget to reboot that before I go, then we're gonna not have any infinity. I think this is literally just waiting on the ass lines now. But this is almost wrapped up, and we just have to wait for this. The organism is almost done, it's already doing the metastable. Well, the metastable is pretty slow. I don't think we're gonna get it running today. We're gonna get the thing to form, I guess. Or we can do the Mark 5 in actual. Yeah, this is mega slow. Damn. We're gonna need this Sherabon to make Mark 6. Oh boy. Actually, never looked how much the UIV circuit things use. Oh wow, okay. It's also used like 2 billion each. Rough. Wonder if the TP is any better now that the server started. Look like it. Still under 20 TPS. Yeah, that tick time would halve if I shut down all the other servers. Oh, great. Server basically dead. Server actually just die. Oh, great. Oh, wow. That's me. Supposedly, if you have keep inventory false, you can kill yourself and duplicate items. What happened? I don't know. The server didn't realize that. Wait, I hit myself? What? What? Yeah. Server networking things. Wild. Kill yourself. I think I would have to. Wait, I don't have 10 health. The quantum armor is pretty strong. I think I can kill myself without the infinity sword. Does the game allow it? I don't know. Who knows how Minecraft networking works? Okay, there we go. Now we're getting UMV circuits. Also, my Nidus. Oh, Nidus. Hold up. It might have broken the Nidus actually. Hmm. It might be sending the Nidus packets to like the wrong like address or something. I don't know. Or it just crashed. That's also a possibility. Oh, it didn't crash. Please come back to me, Nidus. I don't want to live without you. Not looking very good. The hell? I just crashed the server. Shit. I forgot. That's the slot that crashes the server. We are experiencing some technical difficulties. You're now the same UID to turn the same server twice. Yeah, I don't know what happens. I'm hoping the server restart fixes my Nidus, I guess, at least. Man. I just wanted my tier 4 QFT. Not this. Uh, but that means I avoided my glasses. Well, actually, the settings are saved on the glasses terminal, not the glasses themselves, so I can just spawn myself Here again. There is no pair of glasses anymore. Hopefully we didn't lose any progress on the crash. Would have been a little bit annoying. We have an extra set of glasses as well. Man, I feel so naked without Nidus, basically. We do have a set of glasses. Right now, from this menu, it should not crash for some stupid reason. Okay, there we go. Nidus is back. Saved. Right. How is the craft looking? Going pretty good. Just waiting on the compass next. I actually never checked how long the compass times are for UMV components. They 2.5 minutes. That's not terrible. So 2.5 minutes, then we can start loading the S lines. It's gonna be 1 more minute on each. Then, well, in 3 minutes we should be able to finish the tier 4 QFT. Turbone is also going slowly. But yeah, this is gonna be more like 20 minutes to get that done. Kinda want to end in less than 10 minutes, so we're gonna have to do the thing tomorrow. Although, I guess getting it to run overnight would also be pretty damn good. Well, let me at least prepare the QFT for that. And nitrogen. If it's done, well, it was a tier 3 QFT, but now I'm converting it to a tier 4. So it's still missing the 10, 10 manipulators, otherwise it's done, yes. I'll avoid a little bit of acids, doesn't really matter. Does this even have an output hatch? Yes. Hmm. Then we have any, and we don't have Yoda tanks for most of these things. Galaxian does have one, I think. Does it? We don't know if we have Galaxian super tank or not. I feel like we do. Do. So put the priority on that high, so the Yota hatch stores the things. Well, we're actually gonna drown in Radox polymer. Realized. Anoxine priority go high. 500 should be bigger than if the fluid cells. We don't have Yota tanks for radon. Actually, do we have? If we have 3 cells, which we do, I guess I could just add them. I'm waiting. Quick. No. Okay, I guess we're gonna be using cosmic neutronium glass because we don't have neutronium glass. That's fine. But batch mode PR for QFT, it is PR'd, but it's not merged in because of the feature freeze, so it's not gonna be unstable. Where are my input touch UHVs at? Don't tell me we don't have enough channels on this. Not gonna have enough channels, is it? Actually, it does, huh? Okay. What did this thing even make? Redox polymer, heavy redox, solving color. Right. We get our space-time recursion. Did. We did. If I don't get the catalyst in time, I can just like place it in there and it'll start running after it finishes, and I am already offline. Need to set this thing up for that. I love how the Xenox isn't draggable. Man, it's actually painful. How am I supposed to look? Oh wait, what is this right? What? Oh, it doesn't only. It just doesn't work for storage buses. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm complaining about nothing. Okay. Time to get this damn thing to form. $23 more somewhere. Need more. Need more. Oh no. Gonna be non-trivial to find. Right, do more. Convenient that this tells me where they go. More. Now when we replace the controller, it should form. Here we go. Oil deer is 4. Actually say it somewhere. No. Well, anyways, this should have everything. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this will start running eventually whenever we get the callus done. And then we're gonna start needing a second QFT for the osmium eventually. We have like 100 million in store, so that should run for at least a few days before we do that. And with the heavy redox, we can start making Mark V NAC fuel tomorrow very cheaply. So that should finally solve our power problems. Now, before I forget, I'm gonna go turn on the plasma mixing again. I mean, we're basically power negative again. Actually, are the plants still going? The craft already finished, but I think the UMV circuits are mostly done already. Yeah, they're all done. It's mostly just the DDPF eating 32 billion every now and then. Right, so this will finish in like an hour. After that, the redox will start flowing, and tomorrow I shall wake up to an infinite amount of sampling. Yeah, not much I can do today anyways, so I'm gonna head off. Hopefully I can actually start get Delano here as well, and start thinking about how the new Nakoda fuel area is gonna look. Yeah, progress has been slow, but steady. Yeah, this rate will get gate in like 3 months, I would say, which is lower than I would initially expect. But it's still pretty good. Yeah. Let's see. Power is now slightly positive. Very slightly. Yeah. So hopefully we don't power fail while I sleep. Shouldn't happen. Anyways, let's see. Is anyone else streaming New Horizons? Yuki is. Go over there. And actually, wait. I do have the dentist appointment tomorrow. Depending on what happens there, we'll see if I stream or not. Actually, if they remove my wisdom list, I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream in that condition. Yeah, we'll see. Right. Well, If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll try to stream at least on Wednesday, but we'll see. Good night and bye.